They are thin strands of light, thousands of thin strands of light that move about from here to there like thousands of people running around, following one another. What do you think that sentence is describing? City street lamps? Fireflies? It's actually talking about the Northern Lights. If you were to write a story about what the Northern Lights were, what would you write? What kind of characters would you have? What would happen if someone wrote a different story? If they had a different story or they had a different point of view, would that be okay? You are an Inuit girl from the northern Arctic part of Canada. You grew up loving your mother, who you called Mamak, to show just how much you loved her. How do you show your love to your mum or dad? You would take dog sleds across the sea ice. You pick beautiful flowers and lovely stones for her. You would gather berries with your mum and sing songs with her in the fall. But then she gets sick and is gone forever. How do you feel when you miss someone or something you care about? Is it okay to feel sad and lonely? Do you think other people who seem different from you would feel the same way? In Northern Lights, the Soccer Trails, written by Michael Kusugak and illustrated by Vladiana Kirkorka, Kadajak is that Inuit girl. She's like you. She loves being outside, playing with her friends. Soccer is her favorite game. The Northern Lights are beautiful to see up where she lives. But Kadajak still misses her mother. Her grandmother wants to help her. How would you help your friend or your sister or your brother feel better when they miss something or someone? What would Kadajak's grandmother do? Kadajak's grandmother tells her a story about the Northern Lights. When people die, they live up in the heavens, where they like to play soccer just like they did when they lived on Earth. The Northern Lights are the streaks of their ancestors chasing their soccer ball all over the sky. The soccer ball is a big walrus head that they kick and chase, all with each other. Kadajak's grandmother tells her that her mother is up there playing, just like Kadajak's grandfather. They're having fun. Kadajak thinks she can see her mother up in the heavens playing and smiling. She feels much better. If your mom or dad told you a story about the Northern Lights, would it be the same story as Kadajak's story? Would it make you feel the same way Kadajak's grandmother made her feel? Northern Lights, the Soccer Trails, tells us how different cultures and peoples tell different stories about some of the things many people experience. Have you ever listened to or read an Inuit story before? If you read this book yourself, would you think it would help you understand more about Inuit people in Canada? Is it important to talk about other people's different stories in our books? Do they help us understand other people? Or should we only listen to and write our own stories?